This is the story, the fantastically true story of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. The secret enemies of our country will often attempt to hide behind respected organizations and institutions. In a moment, you will see the communists camouflage their deadly work on a college student. Long time since you've been to college, and it should be exciting to get back on a campus. But hold it. You haven't got time to make like an old grad. You'll be late for your special seminar. Room 20, Fielding Hall. Should be around here somewhere. Yeah, a very special seminar. One the college authorities don't even know about. Auspices, the Communist Party of the United States. Subject, World Revolution.
Expecting you, Comrade. Comrades, this is Comrade Herb from Educational Division.
But I thought this apparatus worked independently of the district structure.
That's right, it's your show. I'm here just as an observer.
Fine. As a matter of fact, you're right on cue. Educational Division ought to have the answer to the question we just raised.
Oh?
Is the victory of socialism in the Soviet Union now complete?
Well, I would say so, yes, in a general way.
You're wrong, Comrade. The Ivanov letter clearly states that as long as the Soviet Union is surrounded by capitalist countries, hostile to proletarian socialism, it must be stated openly and honestly that the victory of socialism in the Soviet Union is not yet complete. It is our job to see that the youth of America is ready to perform its historic mission.
Revolution.
Of course.
As I see it, Comrade Ellman, the primary function of a group such as this is recruiting and indoctrination.
Yes, in a way.
How's recruiting going? Many new members this year?
So far, none. We aren't trying to recruit just anybody, Comrade. After quality, not quantity. Skill, intelligence, scientific knowledge, family, contacts. Students who will one day occupy positions of trust and importance. You see, one such person in the right place at the right time. Well, Comrade, we too have nuclear weapons, don't we? We started the semester with over 700 potentials here at Belfort. We've narrowed that list down to less than 70. Perhaps one of these will be the man we want. A brilliant, dedicated communist of leadership caliber. Suitable for high-level indoctrination.
High level. Secret membership.
Very high and completely secret.
Tell me, Comrade Ellman, isn't the university climate rather hostile to that kind of operation?
Very hostile. That's exactly why we're here. You see, the man or the woman that we select must come from a high-ranking college, one completely disassociated from the party. His background must be above suspicion. His future must be assured.
Sounds like a pretty big order.
It is. If your instructions will permit you to stick with us during our current operation.
My instructions order me to stick with you, Comrade Ellman.
Good, comrades. You have your assignments.
College. Quiet, dignified, top academic standing, one of America's best-known institutions. It ought to be above suspicion. It is. Every seat of learning is a natural enemy of force, dictatorship, communism. You heard Comrade Ellman, Philbrick. That's why he's here. The comrades always hunt the best, the most imposing structure to hide behind, to try to undermine, to destroy. Jerry, it's Herb. Yeah. Listen, I hear they're running a pretty good tennis match this afternoon. I thought you might want to take it in with me. Good. Okay, I'll see you there. Special Agent Jerry Dressler, Federal Bureau of Investigation. He's quite a tennis fan.
Hello, Herb.
Hi.
Not a very good game.
Not very. I think I've stumbled on a new wrinkle.
Oh?
Comrades don't want new members. They want a member. The right one.
It's not new, Herb. I've been working that routine for 20 years.
Yeah, but I always thought this campus, Belford, was particularly clean.
One of the best. They're all good. There isn't a communist-dominated campus in the country, Herb. Oh, a lot of the kids talk pretty pink, but they grow out of it. Most of them. Almost all of them.
Comrades are looking for the exception, huh?
That's right. A youngster with a red-tainted background won't do them any good in an operation like this, but one from a fine family, educated in a top institution with a clean bill of health, and a confirmed communist, he can hurt. He can hurt plenty.
The right man, the right place, the right time.
Check. Once they spot their man, they lock him up good. Blackmail, extortion, anything they need to keep him from getting loose. Then they bury him deep and wait. Stay close to this, Herb.
I sure will. Close as I can.
Dig up all the details you can for us. The college officials are giving us full cooperation, but they're on the outside looking in.
We've gone quite a ways already.
Let them keep going. We can't stop them from recruiting, Herb, but we can stop them from having secrets. If the comrades hook a big fish, we've got to know who it is. One top secret like this, just one, can do more damage than a whole regiment of paratroops.
Yeah. I'll be seeing you. Things have changed since your college days, Philbrick. Yeah, they've added some new courses. Comrade Professor Maryatt, for instance, what class will he be teaching this semester? Biology 2B or Communism 1A?
There's a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
Oh, I'll find out on the campus.
Just a group of interested students tossing some ideas back and forth. Free and open discussion between pupil and teacher. Nothing wrong with that. That's the American system of education. Nothing wrong with it, as long as it stays free.
In your lecture, Professor Maryatt, you mentioned that bacillus typhosus gained particular importance in times of disaster and hostilities.
Quite right, Mr. Fielding.
Question I wanted to ask, is B typhosus the culture used in bacteriological warfare?
Well, I wouldn't know, Mr. Fielding. It seems I read where our government has denied participating in such activity.
Ha!
Now, Mr. Fielding, this is a course in biology, not political science.
I think what Jim meant, Professor Maryatt, was that if we had used bacteriological weapons, Bacillus typhosus would have been one of them.
Oh, yes, Sue, I'm sure it would have been.
Thank you, Professor.
Of course, Vibrio cholerae asiaticae is also highly pathogenic, highly contagious, sort of a microscopic atom bomb.
And lots cheaper.
What's eating you, Jim? Have you fallen for this so-called scientific evidence?
You saw the article in Professor Maryatt's Journal Biologique International. Sworn medical affidavits, photographs. You're going to be a scientist, George. You've got to believe the fact.
I don't have to believe in propaganda.
But, George, doesn't our side use propaganda, too?
I guess so. Sometimes I wonder if there are any facts left to believe.
I guess there are some kinds of bacteria you can't fix and stain and see through a lens. Highly pathogenic, highly contagious. The germ of an idea, of doubt, of treason.
Oh! Golly, we'll be late for health and hygiene.
I know you don't have to believe in any propaganda.
Bye, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
Over 600 members of the faculty at Belfort, professors, lecturers, instructors, and the comrades have only managed to hook one. But that's enough. More than enough.
Hello, campus music shop. This is Professor Maryatt. I want to order some records out of your catalog. Yes, on approval. Now I want numbers 1, 3, 4, and number 106. Now, I'm quite sure I want that one.
Comrade Ellman's making out report cards, all right. Only I don't know what's a passing grade. 134, 106. Those aren't numbers of records. They've got a deeper meaning for the comrades. But how can you spell out a name, the right name, with nothing to go on but a row of figures? Thanks. See you later. Too bad our enemies don't wear their school colors. You can't tell the names or numbers without a program, Philbrick. You can't spot a traitor by his face. Belfort College, schedule of final examinations. There's one they left off the list. It's going on right now. Room 11, Student Union. I know the faces now. Too many faces. Jim Fielding. His great-grandfather built 2 railroads and Fielding Hall. His grandfather was at Valley Forge. So what? That wasn't Jim's fight either. But the comrades could use him in their fight, all right. Sooner or later, he'd be a multi-million-dollar asset. Howard Ainsworth, captain of the Belfort varsity. He's going into the Foreign Service after he graduates. Maybe someday he'll be an ambassador. Yeah, but whose? George Marvin, Phi Beta Kappa, magna cum laude. His major's biochemistry. Who knows? His minor could be treason. Sue Davis. Half the men at Belfort would like to change her name. Maybe she will tonight, to Comrade. Wouldn't be the first time the comrades have broken into the social register. The FBI doesn't operate on guesses. They need facts. Special Agent Dressler isn't asking me for hunches. He wants the straight dope. And I'm no closer than I was a month ago. How goes it, Comrade? Picked a winner yet? Comrade Ellman isn't very talkative tonight. What's the matter? Doesn't he trust me? Whose house is this?
A friend of mine.
Number 106?
In this kind of an operation, we can't take chances on any of the candidates.
Sure. I've been meaning to compliment you on your security provisions, Comrade Ellman. Simple, very effective.
Well, thanks. I do my best.
Number 106. Pass the final exam and they're in. They win the prize, the booby prize. Yeah, but who comes to claim it? There's a face goes with that number, and a name, and a life. But whose? Visitors to a fraternity house usually use the front door. But this isn't exactly a social call. What was it Dressler said? When they spot their man, they'll lock him up tight.
Now, you'll walk me back to my rooming house, won't you?
I will.
Don't you want to? Well?
Sure. I gotta go to my locker. I'll put on a time each at the library.
Okay.
This is great. All I needed was another occupation, housebreaking. The end justifies the means. The comrades don't leave anything to chance. Get a new recruit, they want to know about him. All about him. Who he is, what he reads, listens to, wears. Whom he knows, what he thinks. Facts. Big facts, little facts. More than he knows about himself. They'll be useful sooner or later. The end justifies the means, including blackmail.
Look, Herb. He's got 11 8/10% of Central Northern Common in his own name.
It's a big chunk.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nice to have around.
If he decides to play.
If isn't in our dictionary, Comrade. You know that.
Well, here you are.
You're not leaving.
I wish I didn't have to.
Then don't. I'll fix you something to eat.
Did you ever hear a final exam?
Study.
Suppose your line lady checks out.
She won't.
If the dean ever finds out, we could both be expelled.
I'm not going to tell him. Here.
Getting late, comrade. We'd better hurry.
So far, so good. 10-6 is on his way there now.
Thanks, Sue.
Bye.
Sue Davis. Now, why would she... Wait a minute. 10-6. 106. That's it. That's the key. Simple. A, B, C. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D 4. 10-6. 10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. 6, that'd be F. J, F. Jim Fielding. Sure. The comrades would use a simple code. They're the best, according to the party line. No doubt about it now, Philbrick. The comrades have got Jim Fielding III all set for a top-level, top-secret future. Hold it, Philbrick. Comrade Ellman might not approve. Remember, no coaching during final exams.
Take him away, officer. Lock him up. He's dangerous. He's a...
It's ridiculous. I never saw her before in my life.
You better stick around, young.
All right, take your hands off me.
Now, miss, suppose you calm down and tell me what happened.
I guess I wasn't friendly enough. He got tough. Real tough.
Well?
kind of a deal is this anyway? I never touched her. I never saw her before.
No? Then you must be a pretty fast worker. What's your name, son?
Fielding. At least that's what he said his name was. James Fielding III. You wouldn't think a fellow with a name like that would...
Son. Come on, son.
Look, you can't arrest me. I know my rights.
All right. Tell us who
Stop! Oh!
Good evening, officer. What seems to be the trouble?
Good evening, Mr. Gresham. One of the college kids wants to be a tough guy.
Oh, I can't believe that. This young man is one of the outstanding students on the campus. I'm sure there must be some sort of misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? I'll say there was.
Well, after all, there doesn't seem to have been any real harm done. This lad's whole career is at stake. His future.
Ah, forget it, mister. This is some kind of a frame-up. You're wasting your breath.
Take it easy, Jim. Just leave everything up to your lawyer.
Comrade Gresham's a pretty well-known attorney. Seems almost all his clients get a special invitation to appear before a congressional committee.
See you tomorrow.
Here's your tape recorder.
Nice work. Now, you forget it ever happened.
Sure. I still don't get the pitch.
There was no harm done, was there? It wasn't even booked, was it?
That's right. Easy money.
What kind of a deal is this anyway? I never touched her. I never saw her before.
Well, you must be a pretty fast worker.
Heard enough?
It was some kind of a frame-up.
Of course. It's a typical fascist police shakedown.
They'd have never made it stick. I know my constitutional rights. Why, I could prove I was with you.
That you were with me and get us both expelled? You'd have paid off and kept on paying.
Blackmail's an old Gestapo trick, Jim.
How'd you get a hold of the tape?
Well, you've got friends. Good friends. Like the man that helped you last night, for instance.
We're all your friends, Jim.
We?
I've been a member of the Communist Party for over 2 years. The review board sent me here to assist Comrade Ellman.
How about it, Jim? You ready to sign up?
Sure. Sure I am. But
Any doubts, Jim?
not about the party. It's my old man. He's pretty influential. He might make trouble.
Well, forget that. He's not going to know. Nobody's going to know. You see, your membership is going to be secret even inside the party. You see, your usefulness will depend upon our keeping it a secret. There's nothing to worry about, Comrade.
That's right, comrade. Nothing to worry about. Not anymore. Mind if I join you?
Oh, sit down. Hello, Herb. We got your message. Fielding, huh? Yeah, the comrades hooked a big fish this time. That boy's really going places.
It's not very pretty, Dressler.
It never is.
Professor Maryatt.
It's out of our jurisdiction, but we understand the university officials are onto him. He'll be quietly dropped at the end of the term.
Comrades will try to spot him somewhere else.
They'll have a hard time of it. Like I said, there isn't a red-dominated campus in the country.
Thank the Lord.
Anyway, our information indicates that Fielding was pretty much of a red hot before he ever came to Melfort. He'd have ended up in the party one way or another.
Too bad, a kid like that. Intelligence, education, good family. All for nothing.
Yes, Herb, there are bound to be casualties, even in a Cold War.
When do you move in on him?
We don't. He's our pigeon now, Herb. He'll be a communist, all right. A big one. But he'll never be a secret one. We'll know who he sees, where he goes, where and when. From now on, he's going to open up a lot of doors for us. Lead us to the bigger communists above him. He doesn't know it, Herb, but starting right now, Jim Fielding's really working for the FBI.
Of the FBI and the cooperation of college authorities, another dangerous communist effort was rendered completely useless. Next week, another story from the files of a man who spent 9 fantastic years as a counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.